This is the book of Luke, and we're in chapter number 10. We are going to read 5 verses, verse 38 through 42. And we are going to hear what the Lord is teaching us today. And it says, Now it happened as they went that he entered a certain village, and a certain woman named Martha welcomed him into her house. And she had a sister called Mary, who also sat at Jesus' feet and heard his word. But Martha was distracted with much serving, and she approached him and said, Lord, don't you care that my sister has left me to serve alone? Therefore, tell her to help me. And Jesus answered and said to her, Martha, Martha, you're worried and troubled about many things, but one thing is needed, and Mary has chosen that good part, which will not be taken away from her. And this Jesus, as he goes on with his ministry, and he gets to this point that he is welcome at these people's house. And we see two sisters here. One is working very hard to make sure that Jesus is comfortable at her place. But the other is equally working hard to make sure that whatever Jesus says while at their place does not escape his attention. These are two people, the same house, sisters, and both of them are working hard. One is working hard to make sure that everything that is needed at the table has been provided. But the other one is working hard to make sure that whatever is being said by the guest is recorded in her memory. And we're going to shift our focus to Martha because we see that whatever she was doing was a good thing. She was making sure that the guest is comfortable. She was serving, making sure that Jesus is provided for. But Mary, on the other hand, is listening to what Jesus is teaching and saying. Now, what Martha was doing was nothing sinful. There was nothing wrong with serving. There was nothing wrong with working hard to make sure that the guest who has visited your house is comfortable. There's nothing wrong with it. But we get to see that Jesus is rebuking her and telling her all that could be necessary, but there is something that is fundamental. And this is what you are saying. We often get ourselves into such situations whereby we are worried about many things. Maybe you go to church, but you're worried about what could happen if you lost the position you're holding currently. What will happen if something happened to you? And you are in constant worry. And you see, you could be working hard not to serve God, but you're working hard maybe to maintain a relationship you have with the pastor, with the members, with that certain group, maybe choir, maybe men, maybe women, or whatever group at the church. You're working hard not to serve God, but to make sure that you maintain that relationship. And this is what you're talking about today. It could not be outrightly sinful doing that, but we are seeing it could distract you from what is fundamental or what is important, and you could lose it. And therefore, this calls for our attention. What have I been working so hard to do? Is it serving God or serving men? Whatever I do, is it to please God or to please men? I could be working hard, very hard, very hard. But the ultimate thing is, who are you serving as you are working hard? Is it God or is it men? Jesus is telling us today that those things are good and they could be necessary, but there is one thing that matters.